of the grid. But we'll have a look and see as they are about to go racing then. As the lights go out, it is blast off. Good start by Josh Files, who goes up against the pit wall. There's contact in the mid-pack then. There's a whole pinball effect. Three get together, cars in the wall, cars with broken suspension at the front of the grid. Mike Halder heads the survivors. There's contact as Prochik gets knocked sideways as well. And they scrabble their way out of the Tarzan hairpin for the first time with up front then Mike Halder from second on the grid. Harry Prochik is going backwards and he's about to get lent on by Josh Files, the reigning champion, the quick Brit on the outside line then as they head down towards Hugenholt. They work their way through the left-hander and Files doesn't gain a place and instead he's about to be mugged by Luca Engel, who comes up to have a go at him as the cars then work their way through Hunsrück for the first time. But Mike Halder then is away and gone already. Having raced in Carrera Cup Deutschland, he was 6th in this championship last year and he's after a maiden victory this season as the cars then sprint their way up towards Skyflash for the first time. Already they've got a bit broken up because of all the Dodgem cars going on at the very start. So Harry Prochik has gone back to third. It is Halder leading the way. Whoops, one in the gravel already. This is going to end in tears, I fear. It was a good save there by Sandro Kaibach, and amazingly it didn't involve anybody else. It's one of those first laps. We've got no yellow flags on the start line, no safety car deployment. So those that all drove into each other, I think, have limped out of harm's way. Mike Halder it is up front then as they come down towards the Hans-Ernst curve. And having said there's no safety car, it is about to be deployed. We've not yet got a yellow flag or the safety car legend on any of the timing screens, but there is the safety car ready to scoop them all up. And the drivers have got the message, even though I promise you every bit of information only now flits to say safety car on track. And there is the reason, because we lost Yasmin Breisig and also in strife, by the look of it, with quite a lot of frontal damage, number 39, Florian Thomas. So one of the winners this year with bad damage. Did we ever get Kalkum into the race? No. Did we get Kai Jordan into the race? No. They are both still stranded in the pit lane. And the leaders, the survivors, then come over the line. Now let's try and piece it all together. Lights went out, 1 and 2 got away swiftly, 1 and 2 got away slowly, and it just kicks off in the mid-pack as people go for the gap that was never there. Now, which is the Honda that got the broken suspension? Was that Moritz Österreich? Possibly, because he was sort of in that part on the grid. Let's have a look. I do have a horrible... Yeah, it was Österreich. So he got hit by Preissig, and then he got spat into Thomas' car, and Österreich, with his broken suspension, look, just crabs his way onto the circuit. He actually hit, because he was flicked into, another car, which amazingly seemed to have got away with that okay. It might have been the car of Rudolf Rinn that was hit from behind. The start is under investigation. You can file that into the no something Sherlock heading. The survivors then on the opening lap. This was the Files Prochik move coming through the Gerlach curve. Harry Prochik, after his duff start, elbows out, hanging onto the place, and making sure that the reigning champion can't find a way past him. So a grumpy Österreich watching the replays in the pit lane, and with the safety car on track, we'll see whether any action is taken. The stewards are barely finished looking at qualifying, never mind the first race. But at the end